Now, it has been back and forth between drivers, mates, and passengers. Well, the big question now is, what's the way forward? Because regarding the unauthorized transport fare increment as of April 8, 2024, the price of gasoline in Ghana stood at 14 cedis 15 pesos per litre. Now, drivers say they are left with no choice but to increase the fares. Many passengers have, however, expressed dismay over the sudden hike in price, which was implemented without any official approval or prior communication from the Ghana Private Roads Union. And there is more in this report by Rejoice Besu.
January 2024, the unions proposed a 20% increment in response to hikes in taxes, fuel, and cost of other inputs. But that did not materialize until the recent jump in fuel prices forced them to return to the table. But the second approach has also been met with delays after Wednesday's meeting with government was postponed to a later date. Amidst these developments, short-distance drivers in Accra have taken matters into their own hands by independently raising fares by varying percentages. On the other hand, long-distance drivers are holding off on making any changes, awaiting official communication and direction from the union leaders. Passengers have expressed dissatisfaction with the sudden fare increases, noting that they were unaware of any official change to transport fares.
We are not aware of it, and they haven't announced it to us. Even right now, we are just fighting in the bars that the lorry fare is too much. Because why is it that if you want to increase the fare, you have to announce it so that we are aware, so that all of us will have to adjust ourselves. But you can't just wake up and say the lorry fare will be 19 cedi. You know, it seems like the nation is, the way the nation is heading towards, is like there's no leader. Everybody is just doing whatever he wants.
I wake up this morning, joined the car from Ashama to Kaneshin, and they say 19 cities. I was surprised. I asked, when did they increase the fee? They say that's the fee. So I just pay. I don't have any knowledge that. Nobody told me that the fee will be increased. But it's just this morning that it's increased. So
if you come as a na e bantini na me fi se bi o metumo kumase but car me for taxi me for the omutum but yeah sa to we bi me for end o mantum ene se me sa be for so masa tum ntino na me ya we de but na me nim se na na se o chena na e be ba so sa.
The drivers have cited various reasons for increasing the fares.
Fair they will say tum. Say first na come to petrol so anka omo na so. Say and that's say to petrol. But
they don't inform us when increasing the fuel prices, so we won't wait for their meeting before increasing transport fares. I wish the increment percentage will go up again, because we can't buy spare parts, yet passengers will be fighting us.
Next week, I'll be a meeting. And some of us the price and about price and about a percentage in Crank, most of the class I'll count.
I see a tomb because you see a tie and Casa first now, you could tie 2,000.
We have to increase because we can't buy spare parts coupled with the fuel. We are crying, likewise the passengers.
Me and me baba be to Yesikano, me usu, me and Baby to Yeska, me usu, and now, or no so our Baba for Kano, it's Dana Quaqua 2 momento. Ewo kamu go said the tisika so a comedy no abraga na yayemobo o my abra man nyo hia man enyo hia man na face sia de o man aba ba ye hia man na ka so ndan the chief farmer driver for da afi de na da the chief head driver for ade na be basa ade na be man abasa so ndan the chief driver for da afi na wada the chief driver for na be driver for yesu no ade
wedding Indeed, I am there or mine move. Yeah, and I found the midday swammer and can go to Ghana. Oh, there be
a for candy bintina or Cassan. And no cry was some moon say. Ya too fuel, ya too fuel, yet or mine lost well or mine, ya too fuel moon. Ya bet ya say, ya too fuel moon, so I say, I shan't cadence you and two. And also so GPRT what the right say on the mobile mass na at the presenting now move to Muno Adiaba. But here is the case, one trying GPRT, Obia and your open. Pro Chrome no.
No, you have 2 more GPRT during once and you have 2.
Abino. So because Abino and doing the GPRT and San O2 Muno, Obia and your open, and no now back.
Well, the argument rages on, and government has rejected the transport operators' proposal to increase transport fares by 20% this week. Well, there's more in the following report on details of this crunch meeting with the Minister of Transport.
Government in this meeting argued that more data is needed to justify the margin of increase in transport fares that the various unions were pushing. This is because government maintained that current development and the various model does not warrant the margin of increase being proposed. They therefore reached an agreement for a new date should be set to try and finalize negotiation on increase in transport fares. There is currently gentleman's agreement that any time price of petroleum products go up by more than 10% in a quarter, that should trigger negotiations between government and the transport operators for an increase. Joy Business is also learning that another reason why no deal was reached is that some of the unions at the meeting did not have the national chairman around. Therefore, government was worried that any agreement reached may end not bidding on all of them. The Transport Ministry has now set April 17, 2024, that is next Wednesday, as a new date for talks to resume on possible increased transport fares. But for some, with the inflation rate that has started going up, with the March rate hitting 25.8%, some are worried about the impact of fares going up on the economy and the cost of living going forward.